The roll call.
Senator Barral,
Here.
Senator Barry,
Present.
Senator Brannum,
Here.
Senator Callister,
Here.
Senator Connor,
Here.
Senator DeCall,
Here.
Senator Dominguez,
Present.
Senator Fortunato,
Here.
Senator Hornsby,
Present.
Senator Hurtado,
Present.
Senator Jawaswal,
Here.
Senator Johnson,
Here.
Senator Chetri, Senator Muir,
Here.
Senator Ortiz,
Present.
Senator Price,
Present.
Senator Rosales,
Present.
Senator Sudweeks,
Present.
Senator Withers,
Present.
Senator Worley.
Here.
Thank you, Annie. Now, if you'd all join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Senator Brannum.
Move to approve last week's meeting minutes.
It has been moved by Senator Brannum to approve last week's minutes, seconded by Senator Rosales. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, last week's minutes are approved. Senator Callister.
I move to approve this week's agenda.
It has been moved by Senator Callister to approve this week's agenda, seconded by Senator Price.
Unanimous.
Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, this week's agenda is approved. We will now open our gallery for any questions and answers. Senator Price, point of personal privilege. Approved.
Okay, I didn't know I was that bad at my speeches. Just teasing. Okay, guys, first off, thank you for putting up with me and for most part getting your stuff done. I appreciate it. It makes it easier on me. I'll try and be brief, but I will stick around for the rest of the evening. So I know you guys may have some questions individually. So I'll be here at the end of the meeting if you want to ask me those questions. You guys all turned in your checklist last Thursday. A few of them were late, so please watch out for that in the future. You know who you are. And so we won't have issues with that. There were $40 of cuts this month from stipend reductions, and those will happen on your spring stipend. You know who you are. I emailed you earlier today, so please let me know if you have questions about that. You shouldn't. It was pretty clear. A couple of reoccurring issues I wanted to talk to you guys about. Number one, communication. A lot of you guys have done really well at communicating with us if you're going to miss something or have an issue, and a lot of times we can excuse you. If you have an issue and you do not let us know, it makes it a lot harder to work with you. So please let me know, let Vice President Belknap know, Senator Withers know, so that we can work with you guys. Do you guys have any questions about communication or the best way to do that? Okay. Service projects is the next thing. I know a lot of you guys have put some different service projects. Please talk to your service committee and make sure that your service projects are going to be done. There's a lot of you guys who have not been able to accomplish those hours or that one event for the semester. So I would hate for you guys to have a loss at the end of the semester due to service projects. ASISU Speaks, I know that not a ton of you guys have done it. So I just saw that Senator Johnson put out a sign-up sheet. So good on you. I'm assuming that you guys will work towards that towards the end of the semester. Again, I just don't want to see any cuts there. University committees, there has been some issues. I want to apologize first off because I know there's been a lot of confusion, a lack of communication. I know a lot of that stems from me. So I want to apologize, and no one is in trouble for university committees. However, I want to commend you who have sought out your university committees and the people you're supposed to be working with. I highly appreciate that. Moving forward, I have a working list of all committees. If your name is attached to one of those committees, I need you to contact them ASAP if you have not done so already. Again, a vast majority of you have. I know there's been some communication issues. What I would like to do is I can either share this as a working document in Google Drive, or I can email it to you all as a Word document. And then any changes that should be made will be made on an email basis with each of you. Does anyone have a significant preference either way between Google Drive or having a document that I send to you in Word.
Senator Worley.
I would say a Google Drive living document is better, so we're not getting a whole bunch of emails.
Okay, I can do that. Does anyone object to that? Okay, I will do that. Moving forward as well, your checklist will look slightly different when it comes to university committees. At the end of November, when you submit your checklist, it will ask you not only have you talked with your university committee, it will say what university committee meetings have you attended, what did you speak about, and what is the best way to communicate with this committee in the future. That is where if you have not contacted your committee, or if you have not been able to get a hold of your committee, or if you've had issues with your committee, I'd like to see a more in-depth approach to how we can fix that in the future. There are some committees I understand that don't have a ton of work. They're as needed. Even a couple on this list are to be determined who the chair is if needed be. So if you have issues, I just want to know, let's have a better communication there. I think that's about it for me. I want to say thank you to you guys for all of you who did your checklist, and they look so good. If you had questions about your checklist, or if you had questions about stipend reductions, please come talk to me at the end of the meeting and I'll be here. Any questions for me?
Senator Withers.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. Can you clarify what justifies a service project versus not?
As I understand it, a service project to qualify has to be one that is sanctioned by the ASISU Service Committee. And the only three that I am aware of is the Portneuf Wellness Complex. There was a break for breakfast, and there was one other one. Which one? The Hispanic Heritage, thank you. Those are the only three that qualify as the ASISU service sanctioned events. So service Saturdays are not service events that ASISU Service Committee has sanctioned. The calling campaign that you guys did for I Love ISU was not a service event. So those were the reoccurring ones that I've gotten.
Senator Hornsby.
Didn't we already have a Google Docs document with our university committees on it? So are we not going to use that one anymore, and we're moving to a new one? Or that's more of a question for Pro Tem Withers, I suppose. But I believe we had all of our club assignments and RA assignments and university committee assignments on one document already, or am I mistaken?
Senator Withers.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. So the shared Google Doc that we have, it has your university committees, your RAs, line items, but chief of staff's university assignments are in a different Google Doc. And so you would need to have him share that one with you to have the university ones.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Any other questions for Andy? Seeing none, thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to approach the gallery? Oh, can you please state and spell your name for the minutes, please?
Yeah, Johnny, Jonny Henderson. I'm the president of the Green Up Club. We just reactivated it this semester. We're doing a campus cleanup next Saturday on the 14th. We're meeting outside the sub where the bronze Bengal statue is at 10:30. We have a flyer coming around. We printed out a bunch of flyers to post on campus. Our advisor is Jen Parrott. She works in the facilities department, so it's all in recycled paper, and we're trying to email out a lot of the flyers, but we're just looking to get more people to attend that. We talked to the Student Activities Board, and they said that they would move ahead and sponsor this in a way as kind of a service Saturday, because they don't have a service Saturday event for the month of November because of all the home games. So this will be happening before the home game and tailgate next Saturday, and they said that we can use their logo to reach more people and that they are in support of that. So we just wanted to spread the word.
Are there?
Sure. Yeah, so we're providing gloves for everyone. We're picking up a lot of the litter. mostly cigarettes on campus, helping facilities with their efforts in that. Just targeting some of the areas where there are a lot of students that go, and we're just working on providing a cleaner campus for all the students. And so we'd like to provide the opportunity for as many people to come out as possible because this is in support of the campus facilities that we all use.
Also, I have the PDF file that they are wanting to pass out. So I'm going to be emailing you guys that PDF file. And the main goal is to email that to your clubs because I know you have to contact your clubs at least this month. So contact them with that PDF file attached to your email just so you can get more participants to come.
Are there any questions for the Green Up Club? Senator Tikal?
Could you please repeat the time and date of the event?
Yeah, on November 14th, that's next Saturday, we're meeting outside the Student Union building by the Bronze Bangle at 10:30 a.m. And it'll just be for an hour. We're just kind of having a short meeting, and then it'll be 11 to 12. So I guess an hour and a half in total. And the one thing to just watch out for is weather, so dress accordingly. And then we're providing gloves and doing like a safety brief based off what people are picking up, that kind of thing.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to approach the gallery? Seeing none, we'll move on to our announcements and correspondence. We'll first hear from Val Davids.
Good evening, Senate. Tonight I have a couple clubs. The first club is the chess club, and we've had a chess club off and on for a number of years, but they haven't been active probably a good 6 years. And Peter has went and updated the Constitution, and they've got their members, they've got the required amount of members. The purpose of the chess club is to organize and promote chess activities for the membership and invited guests. And to fill this, the chess club will function to hold 2 annual open chess tournaments, one during the fall semester and the other during the spring semester. And I'm going to turn some time over to Peter and have him tell you about some of the activities they have.
Hello, my name is Peter. It's spelled P as in Papa, E as in Echo, T as in Tango, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo. My last name is Eckert. That's spelled E as in Echo, C as in Charlie, K as in Kilo, E as in Echo, R as in Romeo, T as in Tango. And I'd like to speak to you today concerning the ISU Chess Club. I think that Chess Club is an organization that is sort of endemic to the spirit of academy, and it rightfully belongs on a college campus. That's why it's been shocking to me as a student to know that many students on our campus don't have the opportunity or resources to play chess. So I was asked to help in correcting this, and the idea of reestablishing the ISU Chess Club sort of began. So we worked for several weeks to revise a constitution that was updated and appropriate for the current times. After we'd done this and had submitted it, we made sure that there was enough student interest to actually have this sort of club. We asked students, if they would be interested in it. We asked students how likely it is for them to play chess on their own. Some students might play chess online, chess.com, in which case, any of the computers can serve as a chessboard. Other students might purchase their own chessboards. But still, some students are left in sort of a gulch where they have no resources to play chess, or they can't play chess with other people. And I think that's unfortunate, which is why this is a great opportunity for you as a governing body to give your students the opportunities that they need to play chess. Thank you.
Senator Fortunato.
Seconded.
Unanimous.
It has been moved by Senator Fornerado to approve the ISU Chess Club, seconded by Senator Hornsby. A lot of seconds. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, Chess Club, you are approved.
Thank you.
Senator Dominguez,
I would like to recognize Senator Price.
recognized.
The second club tonight that I have is basically kind of a name change. Last year, the Interested Ladies of Lambda Theta Alpha Incorporated began their journey of becoming a chapter on this campus. And I am just really excited to see the growth of this chapter. Last spring, they became a chapter, so they're no longer an interest group on our campus. They're recognized by their nationals as a chapter. And they have done some really wonderful things. One of the things of their purpose is to provide sisterhood based on unity, love, and respect, and to provide social and cultural activities, and to carry on charitable and educational programs to promote leadership, maintain high academic standards, and to serve as a voice for the Latino community. And these ladies have done a remarkable job, and I'm going to turn the time over. Oh, let me tell you what that is. So now it's just going to be Lambda Theta Alpha Incorporated, right? No? Oh, I'm going by here. Let me go to, okay, I'm going to turn to the front cover. We'll go to Lambda Theta Alpha Latin Sorority Incorporated. So I'm going to turn the time over to Becca.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Rebecca Valles, REBECCAVALLES, and I am the president here of the chapter at Idaho State University. I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about what we've been doing this semester. At the beginning of the semester, we held a conference here that brought sisters from the area, from Boise State, U of I, Lewis Clark State College, and Heritage University in Washington. And that was really cool because it was the first ever here at ISU. We've also held like a Lambda Lady Week, which was events throughout the week with our potential candidates. And we did community service at St. John's thrift store. We also did study group at the library. We also had a craft social. We've also done other volunteer events such as Break for Breakfast, which brings breast cancer awareness. We've also done other events like bingo and football games. We've also been fundraising like crazy. This weekend, we will have our first ever potential candidate conference, and that's like ladies that are interested in joining Lambda Theta Alpha. It's this Saturday at 10 a.m. And then next weekend, we will be going to Joseph, Oregon for Sisterhood Spirit Weekend, and that should be really fun. Do you guys have any questions? Yes.
Senator Barry.
Move to approve name change for Interested Ladies of Lambda Theta Alpha to Lambda Theta Alpha Latin Sorority Incorporated.
Second. It has been moved by Senator Barry to approve the name change, seconded by Senator Dominguez. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe because.
Okay, we'll now move on to our president's report from Mackenzie Smith.
Hey guys, so first thing I wanted to bring up to you guys, we had talked last week about the Orange and Black Bowl. We have a definitive date now. So it is November 17th at 8 p.m. in the Holt Arena. Lowell is already putting together a team. There's already been some shots fired as to who's going to win this year. So it's going to be very competitive. So I would like to get a head count now that we know the date and time of who would be able to be a player on the team, and then I will do cheerleaders after. So please put your hands out if you're able to play on the football team November 17th at 8 p.m.
Guys.
And who would like to be a cheerleader for our football team? Ew.
Johnny.
So I will be sending out a reminder to everybody. We are not going to be holding any kind of practices, so it's kind of going to be a free for all. Though I do expect our cheerleaders to practice a few cheers for us. Next, this Friday at 11 o'clock in the ASISU office, myself and Senator Rosales will be working on drafting the resolution for medical amnesty. So if any of you guys are interested in helping us draft that resolution, please come in and help us out. We're hoping to have the resolution drafted early next week so that you guys can look over it, talk with your constituents, get them informed on the exact wording of the resolution. And hopefully if not passing it next week, we would pass it the week after so that this would be done before Thanksgiving break. I just want to make sure that we have plenty of time so all of our constituents know the wording of the resolution. Another thing I wanted to bring up to you guys is that we have had a couple complaints by students who will be graduating this fall semester about how there is not a winter commencement for those who graduate in the fall. So I will be meeting with the administration and a few of the students that have brought me these concerns to see how best to solve this issue. Most students are invited to come back for the May commencement, but oftentimes they're not able to due to extenuating circumstances. And so therefore, we're trying to see if there's any way to better represent those students in a commencement as well. Of course, it'd be a smaller commencement, probably would not happen in the Holt Arena, but we are not exactly sure how that would go about. Every department or college is allowed to do a winter, or is encouraged to do a winter commencement, but because of the lack of numbers in individual colleges, except for the College of Technology, most colleges do not offer a commencement. Another thing that I wanted to let you guys know, I wanted to update you on the closing of the directory. I went through the President's Council, talked to everyone that needed to be talked to, and the directory should be closed very soon. So that was approved unanimously through the cabinet of the President Bayless. So I wanted to keep you guys updated on that. Another thing is that as schedules are you guys are starting to build your schedules for next semester, do remember that you have to keep Wednesdays open for our Senate meetings next semester as well. Also be very cognizant of the fact that you need to leave time open between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. for your office hours, just so that you guys are aware of that. I always tend to forget that I need to leave time into my schedules, so I always want to remind you guys. Do any of you have any questions for me?
Senator Collister.
How soon is very soon for the directory being closed?
I was told by Randy Gaines that they would begin working on it Monday. So he told me he would email me as soon as it had been done. He didn't know how technical it would be once they got into the portal to move all of the directory information behind the portal. So he was to give me an update as soon as he had either success or if there was any difficulties. So I have not heard anything yet. If nothing else, I will hear by Monday. So,
Senator Takal.
I'm interested about the commencement on winter. So when are we working on that?
The winter commencement, I can send you a couple of the emails that I have received, and I'll keep you CC'd on that.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions? Senator Johnson.
Are you going to keep the whole Senate CC'd on that or just individual?
If everyone is interested in the commencement, I can CC you into any of the conversations. I didn't want to force everyone to be a part of that if they did not want to. Typically, if a senator is interested in it, then I'll keep them informed. But I guess better is if anybody is not interested, please email me so I know not to CC you in on these meetings.
Any further questions? Seeing none, thank you, President Smith.
Thank you.
We will now move on to our chair and committee reports, starting with the Senate Pro Tem Chair Committee, Senator Withers.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. So this week, I met with most of the committee chairs. And first, I want to say thank you to all the senators for contributing all your hard work and perseverance on the projects that your committees are undergoing. They all speak very highly of you, so I appreciate that. Secondly, they all have an assignment that they will be discussing with you in the upcoming days/week. And if you have any questions on that, please feel free to contact me and I'd be happy to answer those. But as of now, that's all the Pro Tem Committee has to report.
Thank you, Senator Withers. We'll now hear from the Finance Committee. Senator Withers.
Thank you, Vice President Belknap. So the Finance Committee met today, and so we have a couple of match deposit requests. Our first one is from the BPA College of Technology Club, and they had their annual event, Chrome at the Dome. They were able to raise a considerable amount of money, and so we are going to match them the maximum of $500. In addition to that, we had the American Chemical Society bring in some considerable donations as well, and we're going to match them $64.66 for a total of $564.66. Is there any questions in regards to those? No? Okay, seeing none, I move to approve the BPA College of Technology and for $500, the American Chemical Society for $64.66 for a total of match deposit requests for $564.66.
Second.
It has been moved by Senator Withers to approve the match deposits, seconded by Senator Rosales. Roll call has been called. I'll now turn it over to Annie Thompson for the roll call.
Senator Burrell?
Yes.
Senator Barry?
Yes.
Senator Brownham?
Yes.
Senator Callister?
Yes.
Senator Connor?
Yes.
Senator DeKalb?
Yes.
Senator Dominguez?
Yes.
Senator Fornerado?
Yes.
Senator Hornsby?
Yes.
Senator Hurtado?
Yes.
Senator Jawarswal?
Yes.
Senator Johnson?
Yes.
Senator Chetri? Senator Muir?
Yes.
Senator Ortiz?
Yes.
Senator Price?
Yes.
Senator Rosales? Senator Sudweeks?
Abstain.
Senator Withers?
Yes.
Senator Worley?
Yes.
Would anyone like to change their vote? Senator Hornsby.
I would like to change my vote to abstain.
Thank you. This motion passes. The match deposits are approved.
And that's all that Finance has to report at this time.
Thank you, Senator Withers. We'll now hear from our Rules Committee. Senator Branham.
Thank you. Bills 505 and 506 will be released from rules, and that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Branham. We'll now hear from our Appointments and Review Committee. Senator Takal.
We don't have anything to report for this week. Thank you.
Thank y'all. We'll now hear from our Outreach Committee. Senator Muir.
Thank you. First of all, whoever has the sign-up sheet, could you pass that back to me? Thank you. So second of all, Senator Johnson has made some really nice flyers for us that will be posted around and then for this event. And we're also going to make a Facebook page for it. So if once I invite you to that, if you could just invite like everyone you know that goes to this school to come to it, that would be really great. We really want this to be a successful event where we actually get to hear people's opinions about things. Yeah, so once I get the sheet back. Here.
You went past so fast. Yeah, you could have short.
Okay, so there is no one signed up for 11:30. So there still needs to be 4 more people signed up for 11:30, and then, well, at least 3 more people. I want 4 to 5 people there. So if you could sign up for either 12 o'clock or 11:30, that would be great. I'll be there at least from 11 to 12, and I might be there the entire time. I'm not sure yet. But thank you to everyone who signed up. And if you can make either 11:30 or 12, please come to me after the meeting and let me know. Thanks.
Thank you, Senator Muir. We will now hear from our Communications Committee. Senator Chetri is excused. Is anyone's? Senator Johnson.
So as all of you know, I sent out a Google Doc for the ASISU Speaks, so please just fill it out. There's only 4 more Tuesdays left in the semester, so. We talked about ways of getting more pictures on our social media accounts via Facebook and Instagram. And Senator Muir brought up the idea that all of you guys should send us pictures from your Thanksgiving. So if you could please take pictures from Thanksgiving and send those to Senator Muir. Do you guys have her email? Perfect. You guys should have her email. So yeah. Also, doing things such as taking photos of us sitting down in our wonderful chairs, stuff like that. So be prepared to take more photographs and also yourself. So if any of you guys would like to take pictures for whatever events you guys are at, please do so and send them to either myself or Senator Muir. Also on our Facebook page, we have talked about starting to do a brief synopsis on our Facebook account every Thursday at 3 o'clock following the Senate meeting we have on Wednesday, just to kind of get more reach out there, and hopefully people will kind of have an idea of what we talk about in our Senate meetings. And we are going to start doing a Senator of the Week and a Senator of the Month. And the Senator of the Week, just if you guys have any ideas of who you guys would like to nominate, send all of those to Senator Sudweeks. And you guys should all have her email address as well. And the prize for that we talked about was doing like a $5 to $10 gift card of your choice. So that'd be the prize for that. And also the prize for the Senator of the Month would be a plaque made by Senator Muir. So once that is decorated and finalized, we will send that out to you guys. And that is, I believe, actually one more thing. We also want to do a Club of the Month. We're still planning that, how we would go about doing a Club of the Month, but if you guys could please reach out to your clubs and ask them any ideas, recommendations that they have for doing a Club of the Month, that would be awesome, because I think that would be a great way for us to reach out to our constituents in our clubs and recognize people. I think we don't recognize people enough, and I think we should do that. So awesome. Thank you guys. That is all I have.
Thank you, Senator Johnson. And last, we'll hear from our Service Committee, Senator Price.
So what we talked about in our committee was that with the highway cleanup, which is pending for Friday, is now canceled due to the communication with the lady that's in charge of Transportation of Idaho. And we have replaced it with our November 14th at 9 a.m. It's called Make a Wish Rake Up volunteer service event. And I had passed out a sign-up sheet. It does need to be filled out, and we need to have a deadline by this Friday to know who can be able to participate. We are working with the Honors Club, and the paper will end up going to Jordan or Senator Withers for them to get it to the head chair of that committee for that event. So again, it's on November 14th at 9 a.m. and we will have final details of where to meet. They will provide all the bags and gloves and the rakes for raking up the yards for people in the community. And then another thing is that I have received an email for a Google Docs links from Brooke Barber. It's her personal link, so I will be sending that out as well with the flyer of the Green Up Club. And that Google Docs will go to her directly, so when you sign up, she'll see it. The time is from on the 10th and the 11th of November. It's at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they are half-an-hour slots, so you can sign up for just a half an hour or as long as you can help out. You can also donate. There's going to be a donating link where you can make an appointment to donate blood. And this is a sanctioned event, so if you decide to donate or decide to volunteer, it will count as a sanctioned ASISU event. And then also the Rake Up event is also a sanctioned event. And then that's all our sanctioned events for the month of November, just to clarify when you do your checklist. So that email will be going out tonight after Senate meeting. And that's all we have.
Thank you, Senator Price. And that concludes our chair and committee reports. We will now move on to old business, starting off with Bill 505 about scholarships, and we will have a reading by Senator Branham.
Thank you. In the Senate, Bill 505 by Stacy Branham, College of Pharmacy, sponsored by Wyatt Collister, College of Technology, Mary Cruz Hurtado, Division of Health Sciences, Mariela Rosales, College of Education. This bill reflects changes made to how ASISU officers are paid. Senate Rulebook, Article 2, ASISU Senator, Section 3 Meetings, Subsection B, 2. A senator may work up to a total of 3 office hours each semester at ISU campuses in which they are not based. Senators must seek and be granted prior approval by the Chief of Staff to work an office hour on other campuses. Senators must also make proper arrangements with local representatives of the outreach campus prior to their visit for their time to count toward completion of their strike stipend as scholarship checklist. I will yield to any questions.
Are there any questions regarding Bill 505? Senator Branham.
I move to approve Bill 505.
Second.
It has been moved by Senator Branham to approve Bill 505, seconded by Senator Worley.
Unanimous.
Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, Bill 505 does pass. We will now move on to order business number 2, Bill 506, the Service Scholarship Rulebook, and yield the time to Senator Branham for a reading.
Thank you. In the Senate, Bill 506 by Stacy Branham, College of Pharmacy, sponsored by Wyatt Collister, College of Technology, Mary Cruz Hurtado, Division of Health Sciences, Mariela Rosales, College of Education. This bill reflects changes made to how ASISU officers are paid. Bylaws, Article 6, ASISU Service, Strike Stipend, Add Scholarship. Section 1, Distribution of Strike Stipends, Add Scholarships. Clause 1, Service, Strike Stipend, Add Scholarship Rulebook. A, all service, strike stipends, add scholarships for ASISU service positions shall be distributed by the ASISU General Manager as determined in the ASISU Service, Strike Stipend, Add Scholarship Rulebook, which can be modified by the Senate through the passing of a resolution by a 2/3 majority. Clause 2, reduction in strike stipend, add scholarship. A, Senate strike stipend, add scholarship reduction shall be defined in the Senate Rulebook. B, all strike stipend, add scholarship positions will submit a monthly ASISU checklist to the President's Chief of Staff on the date designated on the checklist by 5 p.m., excluding May through August. The Chief of Staff will review each strike stipend, add scholarship position's performance. C, if a checklist is submitted after the time indicated on the due date, the strike stipend, add scholarship will be docked $20 per day, excluding holidays until the strike stipend, add scholarship amount for the pay period has been exhausted. If a checklist is not submitted within 24 hours of the original due date, the strike stipend, add scholarship distribution for that pay period will be held until the next pay period. E, the Chief of Staff shall submit a strike stipend, add scholarship checklist to the ASISU Vice President. The strike stipend, add scholarship will be reduced $10 for each item not completed on the checklist. F, strike stipend, add scholarship. Reductions for the Senate Finance Officer will be $20 for each item not completed on the checklist. G, strike stipend, add scholarship reductions for the Elections Commissioner will be $15 for each item not completed on the checklist. Strike stipend, add scholarship reductions for the Elections Commission members will be $10 for each item not completed. H, strike stipend, add scholarship reductions for the Supreme Court will be $10 for each item not completed on the checklist. I, strike stipend, add scholarship reductions for the executive positions will be $50 for each item not completed on the checklist. J, stipend reductions for the lobbyists will be $50 for each item not completed on the checklist. K, strike stipend, add scholarship reductions for the traffic appeals representative will be $10 for each item not completed on the checklist. L, strike stipend, add scholarship reductions for the curriculum council representative will be $10 for each item not completed on the checklist. I'll yield to any questions.
Are there any questions on the floor? Senator Branham.
Move to approve Bill 506.
Second.
Unanimous.
It has been moved by Senator Branham to approve Bill 506, seconded by Senator Withers. Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, this bill does pass. We have nothing in new business, so we will now reopen the gallery for any questions. Anyone who would like to approach? Seeing none, we will now move to our other business, and that is our pro tem vote of confidence.
That should be enough, right?
Is it 2 or 3? Is it Johnson?
I don't know.
You rushed.
Oh my gosh. Why is that name so popular? We have to do that digging.
Because it's always that unexpected.
Whoever wrote the John Cena is the broken. Yeah. Senator Cena, you get Senator of the Week. Did John Cena pay his ASR shoes?
I just want to say that if we don't get any other nominations, I think we should just put it together on one and send it off. That'll work.
Oh my gosh.
This is why I'm on charge.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Marge?
Yes. It's only because John Cena was taking all your stuff.
So the vote of confidence is a yes. Jordan Withers remains pro tempore. So now if we would all stand and if you join me in the fight song.
Bring the victory home to us, you Bengals, the light of the city. ISU, fight. ISU, fight. ISU, fight. Go, 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 Bengals, go.
Senator Branham.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
It has been moved to adjourn by Senator Branham, seconded by Senator Collister.
Unanimous.
Unanimous has been called. Seeing no objections, we will adjourn after the roll call.
Senator Barral. Present. Senator Barry.
Present.
Senator Branham.
Here.
Senator Collister.
Yes.
Senator Connor.
Here.
Senator DeCall.
Here.
Senator Dominguez.
Present.
Senator Coronado.
Here.
Senator Hornsby.
Present.
Senator Hurtado.
Present.
Senator Jayosawa.
Here.
Senator Johnson.
Here.
Senator Muir.
Here.
Senator Ortiz.
Here.
Senator Price.
Here.
Senator Rosales.
Present.
Senator Sudweeks.
Here.
Senator Withers.
Present.
Senator Worley.
Here.
Meeting adjourned.
I